Well, we'll just run for it then. Oh, yes, it's me. Ah, good grief. Can I enter this? Phew. Alrighty, well, I'm in trouble now. Well, this is a dealio pickle, isn't it? I've been dealing with some frustrating technical stuff on the back end here for many days now. And at last, I get to put my not particularly well fleshed out plan into practice. The way I see it, we have a few options here as to what we could do to get out of this pickle. We could wait for the turrets to delarm and make a run for the breaker. But, where's the breaker again? I can't remember, and I don't have time to look for it. So much for that idea. We could try to sabotage the camera? Ooh, but that's going to take way too long. So that didn't work either. Well, we could make a run for the door. Ooh, wait, we've got a broken leg. So making a run for anything isn't really on the menu. That seems like a no-go. Alrighty then. We could drop into the office and get the information we came for that away, right? Well, maybe, but the security system is still on and we've still got a broken leg. Look at all those lockpicks. Well, forget that idea. Well, I guess we could just wait here until business hours start so we could avoid security that way. Ooh, that'd be a really long wait, since I'm not actually allowed to sleep in here. Okay, never mind. But why do we even give a crap about getting into the office anyway? I mean, yeah, it's definitely plausible that the murderer works there. The odds are decent that we could get a pretty good lead at least. But, we've already got a really awesome lead with that anagram. So I am going to go with option none of the above and let my way through the vent system into some place that's not actively trying to kill me and then take a nice stroll, or a nice limp, over to City Hall. Sounds like a plan. So let's go do that. This is going to take us back into the security zone, so let's try to get off of this floor entirely. Let's see what's on floor 5 beneath us. That is still looking a little bit, security-ish. We could hopefully make a run out of there and then down the stairs before we get too many new holes added to our hide. Might just need to explore the vents a little bit and find out what's out there. So let's just see what we got to work with. We can hopefully get on out of here. But, anything more than one floor down will probably work. I think that's where we just were, so that would be silly. Let's try going anywhere else. Any place that has a down to it sounds good, but could take a while. We are still able to move relatively well in these vents, but, it's just plain going to be slow whether we got a broken leg or not. Still in the danger zone for sure. So we're going to have to find a different down. This could take a while, folks. Finding the blueprints can help a lot. I'd actually rather wait until I have the cartographer perk before I find any blueprints. But that could take a little while in and of itself. Why to be on this floor at all? Get me on out of here, folks. Yes, I too would be alarmed if I heard all these weird noises coming from my vent system. Yeah, we are going the right way. We just got to keep on going. And I don't want to deal with that person either. Let's just see what else we find here. Keep on going. Anywhere but here. Once we're out of here, we are headed straight for City Hall. Where's you going? Well. Yeah, don't like it. Let's see what else we got. Let's see how low we can go. Surprisingly easy to lose track of up and down when you're in these vent systems. I just want to deal with getting out of here. Let me out. what do we got here? Still more apartments, which is not surprising. I'm still just looking for some place that will let me out onto the hall, which usually you can do with the vent system. I'm not sure why it's being so difficult now. Don't want to go through an apartment. Let's see what else is down there. Now that seems like a nice open spot to be let out in. So let's see if we can go down one more level. Or two more levels, I don't care. We can get down to the ground floor. That is definitely going to be our best bet. Frankly, I think that all of this is still quite a lot better than getting shot up by a turret. I stand by that position, both in the game and in real life. I seem to be near a sync clinic. That's good to know. It's odd that there's two right beside each other as well. Huh. Don't often see that. Alright, well now maybe you will let me out. Okay, now I feel free to actually take the first outlet. Any place I can get out is good enough for me now. Just let me go. Let me skip on out of here. But since this is a save-scumming kind of a game, we might do a little bit of that. We are in an excellent spot. Here we go, and now we are home free. So let's try to remember. Oh boy, we sure are shivering pretty hard. That's going to be a little bit better soon. Now I got to remember where on earth City Hall actually is. I'm sure we got one somewhere. So let's find out. Yeah, sure, why not? That'll do it. And on the way, we're going to try to find something to eat. Maybe we'll even have stopped shivering by the time we get there. Apparently it's icy or slippery, or I am in some fashion in danger of slipping. But here we are at City Hall. Nobody's trying to shoot us full of holes. That's always a nice feature. Yeah. Stop telling me where to go now. I said you can stop. Go away. Thank you. You can stop too. Alrighty, now here is where we wanted to be. Unfortunately, might have a little bit of trouble with this. Hopefully it's already logged in. The password is easily accessible in some fashion. Alrighty, well this is unfortunate. There's usually people have already logged in here and I don't need to worry about that, but that's a pretty easy pickle to get out of, so we're just going to leave that for the moment. And take a quick look at this. Yeah, this might do the trick. Alrighty. Because I've been dealing with all these technical problems, I have completely forgotten everything that's on this case, so I should probably refresh my memory on some of this, but that can wait. We've got other things in mind. So that might be the code over there, or it might just be the code to the office, but we will deal with that in a few minutes. While we're over here, though, I'm going to go ahead and get some fingerprints for some of these people. I've gotten in the habit of doing that. Don't really need to pin you, I just need to get your fingerprint. There's type L, there's type N, there's type M, as in Mancy. Let's actually look at some of these photos. It says those fingerprints are attached to the right person. Let's get your fingerprint. There we go. That was a little bit tiresome, I agree. Now, the odds are strong that someone will come log in for me, and don't really need to worry about it, but I'm going to check real quick and see if there's any other codes laying about the place. But once I have decided to give up on this, I have the option of just buying a code breaker if I want to. But more importantly, I have the option of getting me a nice splint for my poor little broken leg. Well, here comes someone who might just log in for me, or not. I will try that code that we just found in a few moments after I have done this. We need us a splint. Yes, I would. And I don't think we need a bandage. I don't know yet if I will need a code breaker, so I'm not going to bother with that. Would sure love some ballistic armor, but don't have the money or the room after I'm done with all of this. Why is this zooming in on my thing? I will be needing some handcuffs, and I don't want to forget that. At the moment, I do have a few, well, at least one open spot in my inventory. I would do well to buy me a camera, but that can wait a little while longer. So let's get this split thing happening. Apply it, apparently, to our face. And don't really want to throw it. Maybe I've got more than one use out of it. I can't remember. Looks like maybe I can. Alright, so I'm bruised. I am wet. And I am hungry, which is making my health recovery inactive. I need to get something to eat. I don't want to be holding that splint. I'm a little bit curious why it didn't do the trick. But I guess my leg is no longer broken. I'm just bruised from the experience, which you gotta admit, that makes sense. But let's just find us something to eat real quick. Actually, I'm tired of having this arrow in the way, so let's cancel that. Let's see if we can find anything to eat. Don't really need to eat that much. I have not been able to figure this out for sure, but I think that it doesn't really matter what you order, as long as you eat something. I haven't really noticed any big difference in how long it fills me up. And the donuts don't leave me with any trash to dispose of, so I'm going to just keep on working on that. I am not thirsty, but now at least I am recovering some health. Let's get right back over here. It is certainly right and fitting that there should be donuts easily available right across from the enforcers. Now, I was hoping someone would have logged in while I was over there. Let's see if this code that I've already forgotten is going to do the trick. Go away. Alright. 9988. It's plausible that that's the code to the computer as well. Where did that go? Okay. What was that? 9988? Yep, that did it. Thank you, Molly Franklin. Alright, now I'm going to have to get back into my... Oh, dagnabbit. I need to exit this so that I can get back into this and try to remember what that crumpled up note told me about the name. Okay. Alright, OVLAADTAR. So we have one first initial, and then some of these are the last name. And then the rest of these can be rearranged to form the last name. But there are not that many names that have a V in it. So let's go ahead and see if we can find one of those in this database. Now, these databases won't search on just one letter. You need to have two letters. So we're going to try VA. Okay, Alexander Kovac. Alvarado. Let's see. I've already forgotten what else was in that thing. I'm going to have to keep on exiting. Let's see. I need to get a better feel for what's in here. I think it might be Alvarado, because I believe the first initial was a T. Al-va-ra-do. Oh, yep, that's our guy, T. Alvarado. Possibly girl, because I can't remember what the first name was. So let's go ahead and do this one more time. Do it better this time. Okay, Teodora Alvarado, you are our guilty party. So let us print you out and get you pinned down. And then we got to do the part where we find you. That could be interesting. Okay, tell me about Teodora Alvarado. Well, I was guessing she might be female. What was that A on the end of her name? Born in 49, so she's 30. Alright, green eyes, blonde. Type A. Yeah, I knew it. Alright, shoe size 12. Address. We will be putting that on our little case. Oh, let me move you. Stop being ignorant and let me move you. Yes, you are the killer. So let us string you up. And you live here. Alright. Let's see what else we need to know about you. Probably not that much. Marketing executive. Interesting. Let's see what connections we have. We don't know where you work yet. So we're going to need to track you down. What time is it? 1945. You might be home. And because I'm a very low level, you're going to be kind of rude about everything, so I need to keep that in mind. And I need to actually remember how to exit computers. It's surprisingly difficult. Okay, let's get in here and start start our way on our route. What was that? Come on, do it better. This is where we are going. I would like to see where it is on the map, though. Oh, nice and close. That's convenient. Thank you. That's very generous of you. Okay, so I think we're going to go knock on her door, and then if need be, we will break into her apartment. I've already forgotten what floor she lived on. Let's find out. There we go. I thought it was 4th floor. Alright, look at all those vents right there. And thankfully, I have managed to explore most of these vents very recently, because that is the building that I was trapped in. Look at all those nice handy vents. Well, we might be able to find one that goes into the apartment, but it doesn't look like we necessarily do. But we'll make it work somehow, some way. Alright, let's get on over there. And I'm not going to use the auto travel at the moment because I'm set to always run within the game, which is a whole lot faster than the walk that I would take if I were using the auto travel. So I'm just going to go get here a little bit sooner. Though I'm still all bruised up, that's a shame. But I do enjoy having the elevator waiting for me whenever I get up there, or down there as the case may be, because it's a little bit of a quick getaway, because these guys, the NPCs, they never actually use the elevator. And I can get away just a little bit faster that way. It's a little bit faster than going up and down the stairs myself. Alright, let's see what we can do over here. I'm not seeing a doormat. Well, that's a shame. Tisk, tisk. It's unusual to find a little chest of drawers here. There's rarely going to be anything in these. But you might as well check. Didn't really do a good check of that first drawer. Okay. Well, that was pointless. And I don't like the fact that there's 0 chance of having a key here. Let's see if she's willing to answer me any questions at all. No, I do not love you. Sorry. guess there must be some radio playing or something like that. I don't think you are Theodora. You are Mohammed Karenchi. Let's see, yeah, they're gonna be rude. I'm not gonna pay you money. Let's see. Okay, that was surprisingly nice. I asked for their fingerprints and they actually gave them to me. Can I come in and take a look around? Fine. Okay, yeah, well, I like you. I don't like your partner. I will be generous and say goodbye. Yes, it was. You were actually pretty nice for most of this. But I'm afraid I'm going to be in here and do things to your partner. Okay. Now let's think about what we actually need to find here. We need to find the murder weapon. That may be on the killer herself. Let's go ahead and start filling some... Well, actually, let's go ahead and pin this address book because that could be useful. But let's go ahead and start filling out this case. We know who done it. We need to get this out of the way. Okay, you... Okay, let's try this again. Select. Why aren't you letting me select her? Oh, I think I forgot to do that part where I actually put her identity over here. Theodora Alvarado. Now I will pin you, and now I can select you. I don't need the printed citizen file, I need Theodora Alvarado. Okay. Here we go. Haven't arrested her yet, don't know where she is. Do I have evidence that places the killer at the scene of the crime? Yes, I have fingerprints. Where are those? We have fingerprint A. Right there. The killer lives at 401 Vincent View. Haven't found the murder weapon yet. I would like to have those 300 crows. So I'm going to try to do that. I would also like to arrest the killer, which thankfully I will be able to do. But okay, let's see if we can find us some nice weaponry. See if we can find her. Don't really need to do too much else. I'm going to ask if I can find him. I'm going to ask him if he knows his partner, and if he will therefore tell me where she is. Let's see, bedroom. Actually, I'm going to look at the map of this place real quick and find out where all we have to check. A bedroom, possibly a bathroom. That's part of the other apartment, so there's not that many places for them to look, to hide. And I don't know yet whether or not she's there. There she is. That's going to be pretty easy to deal with. Let's see. She is going to be nice and easy to handcuff. I'm tempted to go ahead and do it right now, but on the other hand, her partner might get a little bit violent, and I've only got the one handcuff. And I don't have any sort of weapon. Let's think about this for a second. She's likely to stay asleep. So let's... What am I stuck on here? I'm just looking for the weapon. She may not have it on her. I'm a big fan of thieves coming. Yeah, I'll put it down. How's that? How about I maybe search you? Interesting that she is capable of telling me to put something down in her sleep. Got ammunition. Oh, you don't have your pistol on you. That's a shame. Okay. Well, we can inspect you and make sure who you are. Yep, I thought so. I'm going to look around for the pistol just a little bit more here. Yeah, y'all just go on to bed. I don't mind. Lullaby and good night and all that kind of stuff. Thank you so much for letting me in right before you go to bed, too. That is some nice timing right there. If I can't find the weapon, I think I'm just going to go ahead and arrest her because I don't really like starting off the game with a murder case. I would like to start off the game by buying a whole bunch of nice sync discs, or winning them, or earning a whole bunch of nice sync discs. And this whole darkness thing is getting on my nerves. Let's see if we can turn on some lights up in here. And that's a very interesting thing you got there right on the kitchen counter. Glad I turned on the lights. Alright, that is very likely to be her gun. Let me see if I can find her fingerprints on it. Yep, there's her fingerprint on it. That's pretty good. Okay, well, I'm going to leave that light on just for the moment. And where was my handcuffs? Oh, I need to tag these. Let's see. I'll put that down as number 6. It's very handy to have these tagged as some number because they get very suspicious of you if you're walking up with handcuffs. So it's pretty convenient to be able to do it just like right at the last moment. But I've already lost track of where that bedroom was, so we need to get back over there. Apparently I have no sense of direction when it comes to games. That's kind of a bum thing. Are you Theodora? I think you might be. Well, this is a pretty good place to do this. Especially if you are on the turlet. Well, I'm trying to arrest you with them, but they weren't doing it. That was very generous of you. Thank you. Now, can I please arrest you? There we go. Alright, that's all we needed to know. Although, actually, I would kind of like to know why you murdered her. Blood for Uncle. With our help, Kruger will rise again. Of course he will. Absolutely. You just keep on going with that one. Oh, have you got any spare change while I got you here? Let's see if you can do me that favor. I'll tell you anything if you get me out of these, she says. How's about some spare change? Aw, like I'd give you anything. Oh well, it was worth a chance. Have you seen or heard anything unusual? Nothing to tell a flatfoot like you about. Oh, okay, well. That put me in my place. See you later. Now I just got to figure out my way out of here. Is this the exit? Yes, it is. I will generously close the door. I might come back and rob you of any diamonds that you got. Where's that? There we go. What did I say about my sense of direction within games? It's pretty terrible. Alright, we are getting gone here. Going to the ground floor. Didn't need a fast getaway this time. I like it when that happens. And I think we are conveniently close to the City Hall, no less. Of course, I'm not going to be able to find my way there very easily because it's me. Let's see if I can spot it. Is that it? Oh, let's just use the easy way to tell where on earth we are. I believe this is the City Hall. Yep. Let's get on over here. It was in the opposite direction from where I was looking, of course. And I do believe I've got everything filled out correctly. Let's make sure. Alright, there's the name of the character. She's arrested. We have her fingerprint. And yes, oh, okay. Yeah, I need to actually select it. There we go. Well, sure, why not? I don't think I really need to do that step. Okay, let us turn this in. Find out whether or not we made it. Right, I think that rather than leaving it on a cliffhanger this time, I will leave it on a solved case. And next time we're going to find ourselves something to do that brings us some nice sync discs. If we're lucky, I can now purchase an apartment in the city. I already have one. I do plan to buy some apartments though, because I'm really into the whole building thing. Because the whole reason that I feel like I have a pass to play this game is because it does qualify as a building game. So those apartments are soon to come. But for now, we will leave it right here. See y'all next time. Bye.